Hey everybody, I am back with another video. Finally have some free time and have enough items to make a video of. Last few weeks it's either been out of town or sick or just only a couple items at a time. But I've got 5 things this week and thought I would make another video. First up is this Archer video selector switch. You can see it's got a couple knobs and on the back it is all coaxial. Can't say that I'm really familiar with all of this, but I do appreciate the simulated walnut grain finish. The fact that that is a feature. But not bad. Picked this up at an estate sale for $1 and took a best offer of $8. Next up is the Batmobile die-cast car. This is made by Ertl, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and originally bought from K&K Toys for $2.49. Actually, I bought this brand new. I want to say this is 1989, and this is when the Michael Keaton Batman movie came out. And I, at the time, was working at K&K Toys in the Hunt Valley Mall in Maryland. And, of course, thanks to a hefty discount they gave employees, I believe I paid $1.25 for this. So this is just more of the stuff I've been digging through and going pulling out of boxes and boxes and storage to sell. And I guess just like everybody else at the time, I never opened it, just kept it. So, paid original price and sold for $12.75. So what we got here is the Kodak Trimlight Instamatic 28 camera with a flash, one of these flash devices. It's got quite a few bulbs left. Looks like only 2 have been used. And this is, I remember these cameras. Pop the film in the back. This one actually has some film in it. So sold this as, as just kind of as is. No idea, if it works or not. But I just thought I would give it a shot. I found this at an estate sale. I believe I paid $2 for it. And sold this one finally after about a year and a half for $13. Okay, I have a textbook coming up here. Gilbert Law Summaries, Evidence. This was actually, and this is early 2000s. This was my son's. I'm not sure where he picked it up at. Picked it up in college. He has not gone to law school, and that doesn't seem to be on the horizon. So he left a number of books here for me to donate. So I said, no way, I'm going to sell those. So here it is. Quite a few of these on eBay, all in great condition. So textbooks are kind of tough, but so this essentially was free, and selling for $14.50 and shipping this one out. And last but not least is probably the most interesting item, at least for me. So in a former life, I owned a comic book store selling comic books and toys. And I started collecting comic art at the time. And so I sold my store about 2 decades ago, it seems like. And still collect the comic art, and this is an original page of comic art from a comic called Warlock. This is issue 17, page number 20. And if anybody has any interest in how comic books are made, this is what is considered the original pencil and ink page. Tom Grinberg is the pencilist, and I don't recall right off the top of my head who the inker, but essentially the page is done in pencil, and then it's sent off to somebody to do inks, which is the black and white, and then eventually sent to somebody else to do the lettering. Usually the inker does not do the words. They just they put in the word balloons afterwards. So Warlock, this mysterious looking fellow on the left there, you'll know from the coming up Guardians of the Galaxy movie. That character is going to be Adam Warlock. He made an appearance at the end of the second Guardians of the Galaxy movie, if there's any Marvel comic fans out there. So what you've got here, that character right there with the mesh bodysuit right there again. is Gamora, who everybody would know from the movie. She's green. She was Thanos' daughter. So that is Gamora in the comic books. Uh, the scantily clad lady right there is a Moondragon. She did not make it to the movie. Uh, don't remember who the big dude there is. And then a character mentioned in this comic that was just happens to not be on this page was Drax the Destroyer, also from the comic books. Although he looked quite different, he was a lot larger, believe it or not, and he was also green. So, but again, that right there that's Warlock. So he's going to show up in the next movie, I believe. And anyways, this is an original page of art from that comic book, and this particular page I picked up at an auction a few years ago for, I want to say, about $230. And as I do with so much of the stuff I buy, probably 6 months after I bought it, I put it on eBay. I just tend to put them up at a high price, and if somebody wants it more than me, then I sell it and I move on and find something else. And this one sold for about $365 on a best offer. Thanks.